This thing has happened with Greek mythology where it's like people know that there's a lot of like depraved things like,
Mhm.
you know, sexual essay and R word stuff and other stuff that's messed up. That people feel like because there is that in a lot of the stories that they don't have to act like a nice person. That they
Mhm.
can just say whatever they want. They can trauma porn things out as much as they want. And they don't have to like care about how they affect people because it's like, oh, this is Greek mythology. So you can just do whatever you want. Percy Jackson is my most loved thing because it doesn't treat their audience like that.
Mhm.
Like they actually have respect for their audience and they don't make them go through that. They can tell the exact same themes and myths and ideas as they do with the actual myths without making you go through the horrific, like traumatic details because you don't need to know those things in order to understand like the story behind these myths and understand why people like telling these stories for thousands of years. You don't need to know that. And so like it's a weird thing to say like, oh, Percy Jackson has ruined Greek mythology, and I'm like, do you mean that it showed that you can use morals and ethics and take care of like trauma survivors and things like that while making content that is inherently also including a lot of trauma without having to just exploit that trauma endlessly? Because I'm not sure why that is a bad thing, that you actually like respect your audience instead of just, going into all these super traumatic things because you feel like you can.